Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kenshi. Kenshi is a open-world sandbox, squad-based role-playing strategy game set in a post-apocalyptic world, which you can see here clearly in the background on the character creation, and it's like 99% influence from the feudal Japan era, samurais and stuff like that, ninjas, the fun stuff. And we're gonna focus more on the RPG part, and that is basically because I'm starting with the slaves starting setting with it, which basically means that you have two people that has been enslaved and your job is trying to, well, first and foremost, escape. Now that can be either very easy or very grindy, depending on how you go ahead and play it. And we're gonna do a little bit of both. If I see the opening we need to get away, I'm gonna take it. But before that, we're gonna try and play our characters the smart way. What would they do in this kind of predicament? We're gonna be starving for most of the time because we're slaves. They're not gonna feed us. And also our stats, because we are starving, will be severely diminished. But hey, that's just the fun part. So let's jump right in and meet our two characters, Butterfly and Bee. So we're starting here right at the beginning in Rebirth, which is a big slave camp trying to build a statue. Now, for those of us who are kind of veterans, though I'm not seeing myself as a veteran, but I know the lore. I know that this is a statue to the Lord Phoenix, which is the leader of the Holy Nation, which we sadly are slaves of at the moment. But we're gonna start off by trying to unlock our shackles, which not gonna go so well because, you know, we have basically level 1 in everything except assassination, dodge, and martial arts. Well, perception, but we're not going to use perception for much. But the first few days is probably going to be our two characters running around this slave camp here and do our master's bidding, which is mine stone or dig away stone or whatever. Which isn't as interesting. It will give us the laboring skill that we probably will never use. But we're gonna take a few risks. Basically, we're gonna try and get beaten up a few times. Now, as you can see here, we do have some prisoner shackles, which they kind of severely hamper our skills as well, and also it weighs it down, so we can't run as fast. But if we can get those unlocked, that would be so helpful. Now, of course, we are going to get spotted and beaten up, just like that. But hey, that is just gonna help us in the long run, which you can see here our right arm is wounded, and it's actually going down. Oh, don't worry. We're gonna fix that in due time. Now, this area right here is where we want to be when we are running away, basically. This is outside the slave camp. And of course, if we ever get there, we can basically drop all our stuff and bolt. Now, of course, that is going to take some time. Now, B here has gotten herself beaten down quite a bit. Her right leg is really trashed. Now, it would be nice if you decided to heal that wound as well. Oh. Are you going to heal us? Yes. Thank you, guard, for doing your job. Okay, come on. Oh. That thing is already unlocked. Okay. Oh, you didn't heal us much. No. You know what? Seriously? Ouch. Now, the good side of being unconscious is that they will heal us up. The downside is, of course, that we won't be able to do much. But at least now our body will heal, and we can go ahead and just wait a bit. Now, of course, we're not alone here. There are a few more slaves that we could try and, help free. Although I'm not really sure if I'm going to, because it's gonna make it harder for us. Really? You're gonna make us work when we are at 2 hit points on our head? Yep. Okay then. Oh well, at least it will boost our stats a little bit. Not by much, but, every little bit helps. Oh, and it's 10 o'clock in the evening, so it's back to the cages. Now, B here is already inside. Gonna try and unlock the shackles. Now, there is a guard here, or a shopkeeper. He's not going to do much shopkeeping, though. He's going to make sure that we have an extra amount of shackles on us, because this will increase our strength, which of course is something we really want. Oh, and we actually managed to get ourselves outside. Now, the idea isn't to get away, but to just get some stats increase. Now, getting beaten up like this will increase our toughness, which will make us more resistant. Although wearing no armor and getting hit by like swords and stuff won't really do much. But in the long run, we might get away with something. Hello, Mr. Guard. Don't mind us, we're just, you know, picking our locks. Now, my initial idea for these two characters was that, well, they're sisters, okay, so they basically look the same. There are very few minor details that no one ever is gonna notice, but seeing as this is the Holy Nation and they're really fanatics and they really don't like women, these two sisters had the unfortunate lack of luck to be found alone by a group of Holy Sentinels and Paladins and promptly arrested. So it probably took around a month before they got transported to Rebirth, because Rebirth is, sure, it's in the middle of the Holy Nation lands, but that is not saying much, because there's a big ass mountain in the middle of it. Now, the big goal is, of course, to get out. But after that, I don't think these two will be recruiting any more people. Like, actively go out and pay for them. I will, however, recruit other slaves that we, you know, go around and free. Because that would be the only sensible option. Why are you... Oh, you're still unconscious. Oh well. Back to another day of the grind. Whenever you decide to wake up. There we go. Now, encumbrance is 88%. We can get up to 100 if you want to, but it's not really necessary. We are just here to increase our strength, which is capped at 25% of experience. The only way to increase that even further is to actually be carrying a body. And we're not going to find anyone over here, so don't expect that to happen anytime soon. Now, of course, being this severely hampered with encumbrance and the heavy weight and all that, we're not really that quick anymore. Total speed of 2 miles per hour. Now, 2 miles, that is fairly far, but yeah, I can walk faster than that. Believe me. 15 miles per hour? No, not really. That is a little bit over the top. But also that is the running speed, so. Now, with a little bit of luck, the coming night, we might actually be... I'm fairly sure toughness will increase to like mid-20s, low 30s before we get out of here. Because we're gonna get beaten up quite a lot. Now, the downside is, of course, our fighting skills will not really be that high. Because, you know, you're not gonna bring in weapons here. And even if we got a hold of a weapon, yeah, they're not gonna let us keep it. Because for some reason, they know if you have a weapon on you. Okay. So, Butterfly is currently the most healed. And it's just another 4 hours before it's back to the cage, and we can start, well, sneaking around, trying to cause some havoc. Although, it's gonna take us forever to get to the cages. Which will also increase our strength gained. Now, just standing still won't do anything. It only increases when we are either walking or fighting. But you can see it's increasing fairly quickly. And you are on your way to another work site, it seems. Now, there are a couple of ways we can get out of here. Now, this way here is the easiest. You can get out from the camp from this road or over that way, or even if you're really lucky, over here. But I don't count on that ever happening, because we are going to be most certainly be running out from this way. And Butterfly and Bee is currently at the same place, probably plotting their next move, or rather how to go about their business. Try not to get themselves killed, although that is easier said than done. Now, of course, the downside of being so heavily encumbered is it's going to severely hamper our athletic skill. It's not increasing fast at all. It's currently at 8% XP bonus, because we got too much stuff on us. Where are you going? Oh, you're gonna be at the same place? Well, keep unlocking the shackles. Oh, there you go. Now, of course, sneaking is not going to be more than just flavor right now, because our shackles that we have in our backpack or inventory is probably making a lot of noise. Hello. Run away. Now, of course, I'm doing this deliberately because I want them to get hurt. But not die. That is too much to ask of them right now. Ow. Yes, please. Heal me up. There we go. Oh, we're just gonna be lying here in the street. Oh well. I mean, it could be worse. It could be way worse. They could just let us bleed out. And I'm actually kind of amazed how much tolerance they have against unruly slaves. If it were me, I would probably kill these two long ago. But hey, you know, that's probably a good thing. Hello. Butterfly, you will probably wake up. Not before the work shift start, but it's not gonna take too long. Well, now you done it. Oh, there we go. Unlock the shackles. Oh, and you actually did it. Great. Oh, and B is off to work with 1 hit point on her stomach. Now, luckily, it does heal fast. And I also have the dismemberment or limb loss set to frequent, which means that whenever our hit points on our arms or legs go below 100, they're gone. It's basically auto amputate them. Hello there, guard. It's very bad that you're here. If you weren't, I would probably be running away. Where are you going? Why are you going all the way up there? There are no slaves up there, you dolt. Oh well. Oh, and B's toughness is already at 10, which is increasing her knockout points to a minus 17, which is, well, not much more than her sisters, which is minus 15, which means that whenever they get knocked out and they are at minus, well, 14 or 16, they will get up, or at least stay conscious. Now, of course, I'm not gonna have you sit around here and wait for me to do something interesting. I will probably cut out most of the just going back and forth and getting beat up. And we'll probably be back whenever it's time for us to get out of here. So, in the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, and bye-bye.